Okay, good day everyone. So welcome to our Module 1 Introduction to Career Guidance and Counseling. Okay, so in this session, we will understand the basic concepts of career, explore person-related factors that influence our choice, and learn how career development is a lifelong process. So let us begin with the fundamental terms. So, a career is a lifelong pursuit. It's not just one job, it's a journey that grows with you. For example, someone may begin as a nurse, later specialize as a nurse educator, and eventually become a hospital administrator. And a job refers to the specific task you do every day. For example, working as a cashier in a supermarket is a job. Next is occupation. It is a broader group of jobs. For example, teaching jobs like kindergarten teacher, high school teacher, or college lecturer all belong to the teaching occupation. Next is a profession. A profession requires specialized training or licensure. For example, lawyers, doctors, engineers, and guidance counselor. They must pass board exam or certification before practicing. Finally, vocation is work aligned with a sense of calling or purpose. For instance, a priest or missionary who dedicates life to service in pursuing a vocation. Also, like us, guidance counselor. Next, career cluster and path. Another important concept is the career cluster, which is a grouping of jobs that require similar skills. For example, in the health cluster, we have nurses, doctors, midwives, and medical technologists. Let's go to career path. It shows the step-by-step progression from entry level to advanced role. So imagine someone starts as a service crew in a fast food restaurant, then becomes a supervisor, move up to restaurant manager, and eventually becomes an entrepreneur owning their own cafe. Next, let's go to the dimension of career development. So, career development is not a one time event, it's a process with similar dimension. Let's go to self awareness. So, knowing your skills, values, and interests, recognizing aptitudes. For example, realizing you enjoy problem solving and teamwork may lead you towards career in business or engineering. Next is educational awareness, linking education to career options. So, linking your learning to possible careers. If you are strong in science and pursue a biology degree, you could become a researcher or a medical professional. For the career awareness, understanding the world of work, exploring the world of work, for instance, attending career fairs gives you exposure to different career industries. For the planning and decision making, narrowing down career choices, a student who loves art but also enjoys technology might decide to pursue graphic design as a career. And for the placement and follow up, narrowing down matching qualification with opportunities, matching your qualification with real opportunities, then evaluating our progress, for example, applying for an internship that aligns with our skill and our career goals. Next is career maturity. Career maturity is the readiness to make age appropriate and sound career decision. For example, a high school student who can identify interest and choose the right track in senior high shows career maturity. On the other hand, someone who changes courses multiple times because of uncertainty may still need guidance to reach maturity. And for the person related factors, our career choices are also shaped by personal factors. So, ability demonstrated performance capacity, what you can do, such as solving math problems or playing a musical instrument. For the aptitude, it is the natural potential to learn or acquire skills. So, what you have the potential to learn, such as programming or skills. For the attitude, it is your beliefs and feelings shaping behavior. So, your mindset, a positive attitude, can help you succeed even in tough jobs. So, for the interest, preferences in activities and subjects. So, what excites you? If you love helping others, you might thrive in counseling or nursing. So, for the values, guiding principles in decision making, your guiding principles, sometimes someone who values financial security may choose stable jobs like banking or government service. For the lifestyle, it is the pattern of living shaped by work and choices. So, the way you want to live, if you want flexibility, you might choose freelancing or remote work. For the personality traits, enduring qualities influencing interaction. So, enduring qualities like being extroverted, detailed oriented, or creative. For the self concept, it is the perception of one's worth and ability. So, how you see yourself, if you believe you are a leader, you likely pursue leadership roles. And next is the career orientation. There are also different career orientation or pattern of career growth. First is steady. Expert path with little job change. So staying in one role and becoming an expert. Example, a librarian who stays in the same institution for 30 years. Next is linear, consistent upward growth within a field. So moving upward in the same field, example, a teacher becoming a department head, then a principal. For the spiral, gradual upward movement across related fields. So shifting gradually across related field, for example, a journalist becoming a communications officer, then moving into public relations. Next is transitory. Frequent short-term shifts in unrelated fields. So, frequently changing jobs in unrelated fields. For example, someone working first in sales, then in tourism, then in IT. Okay. Next is for the interactive activity, career map exercise. So now let's try an activity, form groups, and choose an entry-level job. Create a career map showing how this job can lead to a higher position or even a different field. For example, a junior IT support staff may progress to systems administrator, then to IT manager, and eventually to chief technology officer. So discuss the factors that support this growth, such as education, skills, and values, and present your map. Okay. And for our reflection activity, my career influences, individually reflect and answer. Number one, what personal trait or value influences your career aspiration the most? Number two, who or what has shaped your career ideas? Family, teachers, peers, or media. And number three, how do you see yourself applying this influence success in the future. And for our summary, to wrap up, career guidance helps us differentiate between jobs, occupation, profession, vocation, and career. Recognize role or person-related traits in career decision, and then um, develop maturity to make wise choices, and most importantly, views career development as a lifelong process. Thank you guys for listening.